We are now just hours away from U.S. President Trump's self-imposed deadline to reach a trade deal. The U.S. administration threatening that any countries that do not come to an agreement by midnight will face new tariffs. And although Mexico managed to secure an 11th-hour pause on further negotiations today, it appears there will be no reprieve for Canada. CTV's Kimberley Fowler joins us now with the latest. Here to break this all down, Kimberley.
Well, Patricia, the months-long roller coaster trade war is down to the wire yet again. Trump initially unveiled the so-called reciprocal tariffs back in April when he held posters in the Rose Garden outlining the levies imposed on different countries. Now, those tariffs were eventually delayed until tomorrow, but now U.S. officials say time's up for countries who haven't reached trade deals. Since April, the White House has reached deals with several countries, including the UK, European Union, and Japan. They all include a form of blanket tariffs, but a notable exception is Canada. Trump announcing today he will enter into a 90-day negotiation period with Mexico to try to reach a deal, but that doesn't seem likely for Canada at this point. Here's what Trump had to say when he was asked about what's holding up negotiations with Canada.
Well, they have to pay a fair rate. It's all. It's very simple. They have been charging very, very high tariffs to our farmers, some over 200%. And they've been treating our farmers very badly. They've been treating our country very badly for years. And look, we like Canada. I love Canada. I have so many friends in Canada. But they've been very poorly led.
Trump also said Canadian counterparts have called today, but they haven't yet spoken. Trump sent a letter to Prime Minister Mark Carney earlier this month threatening a 35% tariff on all Canadian goods not covered by the free trade agreement, which U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said this afternoon is still in the cards. White House officials say countries that will find out what new tariffs they're facing by midnight.
And the rest of those countries that either do not have a deal or have a letter, they will be hearing from this administration by the midnight deadline tonight. So yes, tomorrow, August 1st, the reciprocal rates will be going into effect. If more deals are cut between now and midnight, I will never count out the president.
Well, here's how Ontario Premier Doug Ford is reacting to this latest tariff whiplash.
This guy will say something one day, and he'll wake up, and the cheese slips off the cracker, and then all of a sudden he goes the other way. And you're thinking, how do you deal with a guy like this?
Well, experts are urging the Carney government not to rush into a deal. Now, so far, no Canadian officials have commented today on Trump's threat to impose 35% tariffs, again, set to start tomorrow.